Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and it's Friday, which means Zer's here in Original Destiny. So, yes, Zer is in the tower. It is Friday. As you can see, Original Tower from Destiny. And yes, I did pre order the collector's edition for the final shape, not the coded one, the one that comes without the code, and I will do an unboxing when I get it. I don't know when I'm getting it, but I'm ridiculously excited because it is the original tower. And who doesn't love the original tower? Anyway, as you can see, we're in the original tower. Zer's got some decent stuff. Just the usual reminder. This is Original Destiny. Zer is only in the tower for 48 hours. You have 48 hours to find him and pick up whatever you need. He comes for me on Fridays at 5 a.m. I am in New Jersey. The rest of the world is a different time zone. Depending on your location compared to New Jersey, your time varies. He leaves on Sunday at 5 a.m. I have to be quick because I have to be at work at 6 because they're installing new heating units and air conditioning units. Yay! Hopefully this means that the heat will be working in the winter instead of the summer. So they need to be there early because they're doing it overnight. Anyway, this is how you know if he's in the tower. The mark is here. He's got some decent stuff, and I did run past him all over the tower trying to locate him. Took me also a while to log in, but this time it wasn't Bungie's fault. This time it was my internet was acting wonky this morning. Anyway, as you can see, he's over here. There is Lord Shax. There is the Red Jack. And he is right over here. These remind me a lot of Dunkin' Donut coffee, but they are probably like gas or something. That's what they probably are. I mean, Amalon. So Amalon makes guns, so probably it's something gun related. I'm not sure what, because it's liquid. Gun oil? Seems like a lot. Anyway, well, we do have a lot of guns. Anyway. All right, Zer, what have we got? Because I already checked, I'll admit. I have to check because I need to be able to get these, because these you cannot look at them, the details, from Zer's window. You have to go to I have to go to my inventory and show you the stats from my inventory. So first off, we got Bad Juju and Hoodum, which is a good gun to have if you don't have it. I mean, it's not as dire as Red Death, but it is a good weapon to have. A lot of people like it. Now, Hoodum is this one here, which I also have. It reminds me, so we have this one, which is not the one you're getting. This is Dragon's Bane, and that looks like a dragon. This is Hoodum, aka the Mario one. It looks like a Super Mario turtle. That they slapped a Mario turtle on it. So, confirmed, Destiny is in the same universe as the Super Mario Brothers. And one day, when Mario kicks the bucket, as you know, he will join the Guardians, and he will be a hunter. Warlocks, you guys get Princess Peach, because she jumps like a warlock. Mario jumps like a hunter. Yeah, sorry, Warlocks. I haven't even gotten yet the Princess Peach game. I probably will because it's a Nintendo game. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. Bad Juju. Bad Juju's a good gun to have. It is a pulse rifle. It can be fired in full auto mode. What other perk? It has String of Curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. Kills will help charge your super. That's the big reason why people like Bad Juju. The kills will help charge your super. I mean, that's the main thing. Kills will reload your weapon instantly, increase damage. Yeah, that's good to have. This is when exotics were real exotics. I mean, now exotics have like one line. Back then, in our day, back when we were in Destiny 1, you'd have line upon line of exotic perks. Like, each kill this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. Now, if this were a Warframe, it would tell you exactly what percentage it will increase over time. And it will help charge your super. So that's why people like Bad Juju primarily for the help charge your super bit, especially if Trickle's in effect. But just if you want to get your super up a lot, String of Curses. All right, right. Bad Juju, good weapon to have. Pick it up if you don't have it. I mean, I don't know. I prefer it over Nemesis Star and Silver Bullet. So Nemesis Star, I'm not a big fan, I'll admit, of exotic heavy. I mean, they're cool, don't get me wrong. Some of the best kick-ass weapons are exotic heavies. The problem is you don't use them as much, so I feel like you're not taking full advantage of the exotic perk. I'd rather go with a primary because you're constantly getting primary ammo. But Nemesis Star always felt, I don't know, felt kind of disappointing. So this is Silver Bullet. Yeah. I know some people like the worn out look. I remember when I first started playing Destiny, one guy was showing off his cloak, and it looked ripped and torn, and he's like, everybody wants to know where I get this cloak from. It's like, no, I like my cloaks to look perfect. Okay? All right? I have about 5 minutes left that I can eat before I start fasting. So. Extinction Cycle. On trigger pull, this weapon's initial burst has a high rate of fire. When holding down the trigger, range and accuracy increases as rate of fire decreases. Kills grant bonus grenade energy. Yeah, that's why. I'm sorry, Nemesis Star. You suck. You absolutely... Look, I'm pretty sure it's a decent machine gun. Let me know in the comments down below. But it is not a decent exotic machine gun. There is decent machine guns, and then you gotta put in the extra effort to be a real exotic machine gun. And this... Wow, the initial burst has a higher rate of fire. Good job, Nemesis Star. Good job. You get a C for that, okay? I mean, come on. Initial burst has a higher rate of fire. Pfft, boring. Then you got, when holding down the trigger, range and accuracy increases as rate of fire. That's basically a machine gun version of Suros Regime. Kills grant bonus grenade energy. You get a whole bunch of stuff that does that. Woo! Yay! No. It feels like a beefed up Suros Regime. Okay? Suros Regime has something similar. So, yeah, that's why I've never been a big fan of Nemesis Star. It doesn't stand out as one of those exotics that go, yeah, I'm bringing my Nemesis Star to the raid. You know, you'd be getting ready. It was like, I'm bringing my Gjallarhorn. I'm bringing my Truth. And someone's like, I'm bringing my Nemesis Star. Like, bro. What? Might as well bring your, which one is my favorite rocket launchers I use here. Might as well bring your Hunger of Crota. Hunger of Crota at least has tracking and cluster bombs. This thing, yeah, nah. The only reason you really you always pick up if you can afford it. If you have the strange coins, of course, pick it up. It increases your Grimoire score. It unlocks the blueprint. I mean... I always dread the day that they might stop Xur. I think Xur's like basically set in program now, like nobody does anything. And it's like every now and then I'll email them and be like, Bungie, you need to push the button on the servers again because they're starting to lag again or something. But I guess they don't even have to do anything, so there's no need to worry that Xur will stop coming. Alright. Anyway, those are the two down here, as I said. I mean, personally, my preference would be if you have to choose, go with Bad Juju first, and then Nemesis Star, which primary one should be Bad Juju. And we have Telesto. So Telesto's another one that you should definitely pick up. Because Telesto is just awesome, alright? First off, this is the coolest. You're not getting this, alright? You have to go to the Silver Dust kiosk to pick this up. But, come on. That's just cool. This is an exotic that feels exotic. Nemesis Star, you don't feel exotic. Alright. Telesto. Fusion projectiles attach and detonate with a delayed void blast. That's the thing you gotta keep in mind, alright? Delayed, alright? So there's a slight delay, because the first time I used it, I was a little confused because it didn't immediately blast. But then after a couple seconds, you see the blast. It's a void blast. It's pretty cool. Alright? So, come on. You shoot. Yeah. Harbinger Spark is only good if you're in a fire team. Multi-kills with this weapon spawn orbs for your allies. Keep in mind, like I said, this is Original Destiny. Orbs aren't the same in Original Destiny as Destiny 2. So, first off, there's no benefit. Bloody hell. Okay. No more drinking. Let me just turn this off. Right. Okay. So, this is Original Destiny, right? So, orbs are not really much of a benefit if you're by yourself. Destiny 2 is different, yes. So, this is really useless, but come on. it has void blasts. That's just cool. Okay? Anyway, it's a good thing you can't see me on screen. That would be just hilarious. Here I am going on about blasts. Alright, no backup plans for the Titans. Let's see who wins the armor of the week. Will it be Titans, Warlocks, or Hunters? Who's got the cooler armor? And I'm very picky. Alright, we got no backup plans. Shotgun kills trigger force barrier, and force barrier's duration is increased. You know what? That sounds decent. Alright? I mean, especially if you kill, okay. Titans, correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like, alright, does it every kill? So can you be running around with your shotgun, having kills, and force barrier keep coming up? Because that sounds pretty decent, alright? Not gonna lie. Titans, you got me. That's, excuse me, if it's what I think it is, you got me, Titans. That seems pretty good, alright? So, again, shotgun kills trigger force barrier, and force barrier's duration is increased. Okay. Now, I know the Hunter one already is kind of meh, but we got Khepri's Sting, and just the whole thing just creeps me out. Like, not sure I'd be able to use that in real life. The bug, just the squirmy legs. Look, even my cat is afraid of crickets. So we wipe off on each other. We, like, influence each other. She freaks out when there are crickets around. So, Touch of Venom. Gain invisibility after crouching in place for a short time. Melee attacking an enemy from behind while invisible delivers 4 times the damage. Melee attacks apply a lingering damage effect. Alright, I gotta admit that's pretty good too. I don't use it very often, because if I'm gonna go invisible, honestly, I'm just gonna go with the Frosties and run Night Stalker. But this actually seems pretty cool, especially since it's not just that you gain invisibility, is that your melee attacks from that 4 times the damage. Yeah, Hunters, that's pretty good. I gotta use that more often. So, you know, that's one of the great things about doing these videos. I'm reminded of exotics that I forget exist. So, like, I know I have this thing. I might even be carrying it with me right now. Do I? Or maybe the bug just completely creeped me out. No, here it is. Okay? So I do have it. And it has increased reload speed with hand cannons, which I love to use the hand cannons. Okay? That's the solution, by the way, to time blindness. Alright? You just set alarms. I have my alarm set every half hour just to make sure I don't lose track of time. Alright? Khepri's Sting. I just don't use it very often. So that's one of the great things about these Xur videos. They remind me of exotics. I should use that more because I owe you guys a finished Nightfall. The guilt of not completing last week's Nightfall solo, getting all the way up to the boss, is still weighing heavy on me. I'm so embarrassed. I gotta figure that out. Alright? But it was just exhausted at that point. Anyway, we have the Astrocyte verse for the Warlocks. Alright? Temporary increase to recovery on Blink. Sorry, Warlocks, you lose. Yeah, you lose. Sorry, Warlocks. And I'm going to give it to the Titans for the better armor. As much as this seems pretty cool, I like more the force barrier triggering on shotgun kills. But both of them are pretty up there. Warlocks, I'm sorry. Unless you can give me a very, very impressive thing you can do with this thing, yeah, you lost this week. Right? And you know what? This is going to be my new thing. We're going to judge every week. I mean, I've been judging it anyway. But now I'm going to officially every week give a winner to the best armor and a loser to the worst armor. And this week, Warlocks, not only do you get Princess Peach, okay, you also get the worst armor piece of the week. So yes, this is because you don't have self-res in Destiny 2. And we are never going to let you live it down. If there were ever going to be a Destiny 3, they better bring back self-res. Seriously? I thought that Bungie was made up of like 90% Warlocks or something. It was like every time they actually used to play Destiny with us, they were all Warlocks. I don't remember. I never got to play a raid with them. I wanted to. Anyway, that aside. So Warlocks, you get Princess Peach, and you get the worst armor piece of the week. Titans, I'm not sure who you get. You probably get Bowser. Just because he's a badass. And you guys are badasses too. And you get the armor piece of the week. I mean, I'm not going to be biased, alright? The Hunter one does seem pretty cool. It's definitely better than the Warlock piece. But I gotta admit, the shotgun kills trigger force barrier, and the force barrier's duration being increased. I mean, you can basically run around going constantly, alright? This one's got it, alright? Warlock Titans, you win. You probably also get Bowser because he's badass. I mean, I could just see Bowser as a Titan, but as a human, alright? He'd come back as a human, okay? It would make sense for him to come back as a giant turtle, okay? Hunters, you're second place, but you got Mario because Mario jumps like a hunter. He definitely jumps like a hunter. I can see him wearing all red armor, red cloak. Yeah, Mario's a hunter. Alright? Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. One more week left of Ramadan. Week and a half, really. Then I'll would have and the heating units will be up in another week. Hopefully, it's interesting. They keep increasing the time duration. First, it was going to be 1 week. Then it's 2 weeks. Now it's 2.5 weeks. I'm going for 3 weeks. I don't even know what they're doing. The units are all up, but apparently the drop ceiling collapsed while they were doing it, and it's been an interesting time. But I'm hoping that means when come the winter next year, we're not going to be freezing our butts off. We go in there and it's 50 degrees in the building. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the tower. The original Destiny Tower. The nicer tower. You know you want this tower.